Hi everyone. I get asked this question a lot. Should I stay or should I go? In this video, I want to address it, and even though I'll mostly talk about romantic or friendship connections, you can apply this wisdom to other subjects such as your job, purpose, and anything you have a relationship with, because the underlying principle is the same. And hi again, my name is Barchi. Welcome to this space. I'm sharing everything I know from my spiritual journey as well as psychology for you to be the creator of your life. And if you want to work with me, the link to my waiting list is in the description box down below. But let's get on with the video. My first invitation for you is trust yourself always, because not only that you are the only one responsible for your life, but you're the only one who will live your life. If your relatives or friends or anyone really has an opinion on your life, that's sweet. Good for them. But they're not the ones living it, nor did they walk a single day in your shoes. You're the expert of your life. And you might say to me that your mom knows you more than you know yourself. But I beg to differ. She raised you, but she raised you with the idea of who she wanted you to be as you grow up. Maybe she projected a desire onto you that wasn't yours in the first place. And obviously, that was with a good intent, but it still wasn't yours. Do you know what I mean? And lastly, who you really are may still be a work in progress, or rather, you might be recreating yourself because maybe to have what you really want, you need to show up differently as your past self. Okay, let's address the initial question. I want to know, how long have you been involved with this person or job? The answer to whether you should leave or stay could be different if you were in a situation for, say, 3 weeks, a year, or 10 years. Or perhaps not. Hear me out. There is a psychology term about the power of consistency. When we choose a person, the more time we invest in them, the more we want to justify that our decision was correct. Therefore, it is harder for us to leave something after 5 years than after 3 weeks. So keep that in mind because it's a very valuable information. And you can ask yourself, if this situation was a blank slate, and if there was no investment from my end, would I pursue this relationship forward or not? Number two, know that you can only control yourself. If this person or a job stays the same for the next 5 or even 10 years, how does it feel in your heart, body, and soul? What I want you to pay attention to is, does the thought of this relationship expand you or does it contract your energy? Be brutally honest. And my suggestion is, don't have a preference because it can go either way. Just allow it. And no matter what type of an answer you get, be willing to be curious about it. Say that your energy feels contracted, okay? And that may help you figure out, what is it that you're missing? Is there anything on your end that you can do? I'm a strong proponent for self-responsibility. Instead of demanding that the other person changes, have you done work on your end? Have you communicated your thoughts, feelings, needs? And if you know that there is nothing more on your end, and if you know that there is nothing more on your end that you can do for this connection, Maybe contraction can tell you who you want to be, and that might not include that particular person or a job or whatever the choice is. And this leads to my next point. Does this person or a project make you grow or develop in the way you want to evolve? And again, just listen because only you know the answer. Number 4, how does your nervous system feel around this person? Look, if you have an anxious or avoidant attachment style, you need to address this because no amount of running away from connection or avoiding them will change that, or even changing people on the other end, right? Because you're the common denominator. Having said that, it still is very important who you choose to be around with for your nervous system. Don't ignore that. You need to feel safe. And my last point, can you be yourself in this relationship? Or do you need to be someone else in order to please them? If the latter is the case, you won't be happy. You won't be happy in the long run because if you can't be yourself, who does that other person actually love? I hope that these questions will inspire you to find answer within and also discover whether there is anything on in your power to make things better. And if that is even something that you want in the first place. For the best results in getting in touch with your truth, I suggest you meditate or do heart coherence exercise, which I love so much and I can't recommend it enough. So maybe you want to give it a try. Thanks for watching. And as I said, trust yourself. Much love and see you next time. Bye bye.